Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a long time, but you know what? Today's the day we finally make another video. On today's episode, we're going to be installing my very own S65 rebuilt throttle actuators. I'm going to walk you guys through it. So today we're going to be installing actuators on one of my buddy's car, which is going to be done inside my garage. That way you guys can see how it's done and how you can do this at home with minimal tools. But yeah, let's do this. So this car actually doesn't have any issues with the throttle actuators yet. We're just going to change it as a preventative maintenance. But at the same time, I just wanted to be able to show you guys how to install it and how easy it is for you guys to install this at home. Again, with minimal tools. I see a lot of people trying to remove the plenum and struggle to remove it, but I'm going to show you guys the easy way of removing and reinstalling. All right, so one of the biggest flaws you guys do when you guys try to remove this plenum is you guys remove the intake box. You guys unscrew the 210s right here and then struggle to remove it because this duct is actually blocked by this. And then when you reinstall, you guys always struggle to remove or reinstall this. But what you actually want to do is just remove these two T20s right here. And once you remove this, you have all the access in the world. Let me show you guys. As you guys can see, it was very easy to remove once you have that additional ducting out of the way. Now to remove the intake plenum, there's 8 6mm clamps that's underneath here. You just need a 6mm socket. Use an extension, about maybe 6 inch, maybe up to like 10 inches or so. I have a wobble adapter socket that makes it much easier for me to put it on. You don't have to have this. You can still straight shot put it on. And then once you loosen all of them, make sure to loosen it all the way to the very end of the clamps. I'll show you guys. Okay, once you have all the clamps removed and or loosened, now you're going to just simply lift up on the intake plenum. There's a intake air temperature sensor right here. Just push it in like that, comes off. Now you're gonna grab it right here, lift up a little bit. There's another fuel breather hose down here that you gotta squeeze the 2 tabs to disconnect and pop it off. And then just lift it up as you squeeze it, and it'll actually use some leverage and pull itself out. There's one more right there that also needs to be disconnected as well. Same thing, you're going to just squeeze the 2 tabs and then pull it downwards. Okay, once disconnected, simply lift and pull it out. Okay, with the plenum off now, I can show you guys exactly what I was talking about. So, the lower hose that I was talking about was here. All you have to do is, again, like I said, just squeeze on these 2 ridges on the side of it, and now release the tab. And then backside right there, same thing. Squeeze the 2 ridges right here, and it'll pop it off. And then underneath here is where the actuators sit. Both right there. Once you guys get to this point here, there's a few things that I like to disconnect to make it easier. So you have the intake panel solenoid connector here. You have the coolant temperature sensor right here. Then you have this sub harness that goes to the exhaust panel solenoid. Then you have the oil pressure switch connector right there. Remove that. Now you have 4 10mm nuts that needs to be removed. Now with the 4 10mm nuts removed, you should be able to lift it up like so. And then I'll show you guys how to remove it and kind of move it out of the way. At this point, what you want to do is remove the connecting rods here and here that connects to the throttle actuators. Same thing, just use like a flathead or something, kind of just wedge it right between it like this, and then just pop it off like that. And then this one, same thing, pop it off. And then go ahead and grab the arm, push it against the actuator. So in this case, this one's going forward. It comes right off just like that. This one, pull towards you. Comes right off just like that. Okay, I had to set you guys down so you guys can see what's going on. So now what you want to do is go ahead and disconnect the connectors to the throttle actuators. There's two, one on this side and then one over here. It's a push clip, so go ahead and just push it down and then remove out of the way. With the two connectors disconnected, what you want to do is grab the back side right here. Hopefully it's not too hot. It's a little warm. I like to grab back here, kind of lift it up, and I swing it to the left, just like this. Now by doing this and kind of pushing it aside, it'll give us access to remove the T30s that's underneath. So now you got the T30 extension and there's 3 bolts holding it. So with this moved aside just like this, now you have access to the actuators. You can see that there are 3 T30 bolts that hold it in place. It's gonna be hard for you guys to see right now, but yeah, probably impossible. But yeah, once it's removed, then you'll be able to see what bolts I'm talking about. Okay, now that all the bolts are loosened, you just want to leave them in there on top of the actuators. And then you'll want to just go ahead and pull up the actuators from the driver's side. And you go ahead and grab the bank 2 actuator. Just pull it up and move it just like that. And then you go ahead and grab the passenger side actuator. And what you want to do is you want to actually rotate it all the way in a full circle because it's actually the opposite direction. And it'll allow you to just pull it right up. So rotate it around and then pull it up. Same way you got the other one out. And just like that, they're both out. All right, now that the actuators are out, here's the side-by-side with the original actuator here, which is actually dated 2017. So it was replaced in 2017. And then ours that's rebuilt. We do not upgrade the gears. I mean, we do, but we don't use metal gears because metal gears is actually, once it wears down, which it will, it's going to leave metallic shards inside of there. And metal is a conductor. The last thing you want to do is for it to get into the board and short out everything and maybe even the DME. So we never really recommend to ever use metal or copper or anything like that. Just stick to the factory nylon, right? We replace the gears and we repair the board. We upgrade all the MOSFETs that fails. We check every single thing for functionality before it gets sent out. And then, yeah, I mean, ours obviously comes with a lifetime warranty. So if it ever has any problems, we can always just replace it for you for free. Just mail it back to us and you get a brand new set. So as you guys can see, it's pretty simple and easy to remove the actuators. Obviously I have much more experience than most people do, but this is kind of a guide for you guys to be able to watch and to do it yourself. It's really easy. Like, I think one of our customers picked it up from us last week. He installed it. He removed it within an hour, he said. And then I guided him how to reinstall, and he said he did it in about 40 minutes. So with this video guiding you guys to do it, you should be able to do this within like an hour or 2 hours max. Obviously, reinstallation is the opposite of everything that we did, right? You guys should be able to do this. And just like that, actuator is now installed. As you guys saw, reinstallation of the airbox is much easier if you guys remove this air ducting. It just goes right back in. Just make sure you reconnect everything the same way that you removed it. And that's it. I mean, you turn on the car and make sure it's good. Now with the car reassembled, we are now going to test and turn on the car. Make sure it has no codes, no issues whatsoever. And we're golden. No errors, no issues, no check engine light. And just like that, we're done, guys. See, pretty simple. It took about, I think, I spent maybe an hour filming, doing the job, letting it cool down for a bit too. Again, I am experienced doing these. Obviously, I work on these all the time, but you guys can do this as well. It shouldn't be difficult. You guys should be able to knock this out in, like I said, hour, 2 hours maybe. This is also me doing it with the car being super hot. He dropped off the car and I just started working on it immediately. It's also a very hot day today, but you guys should be able to let this thing cool down overnight, knock it out, be done in 2 hours max, drink a cold beer or a high noon as I like. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and I hope you guys found it informative. But if you guys have any more questions or any other videos of DIYs that you guys would like me to do, feel free to comment down below, hit the subscribe button, and let me know in the next one. Peace, guys.